Assalamu alaikum students. Here you have a brochure which is issued by the Aga Khan University Hospital to guide you about the spread of coronavirus if we do not wear mask. So in the please in the start of this video I would like to guide all of you, so please wear mask so that you can save yourself and you can also save your loved ones around you. So please wear mask. But in this brochure you can see one thing, that this symbol. So what does this symbol represent? You must have seen this symbol in various of things, and this symbol means percent. What does percent means? Percent simply means, as its name suggests, percent. And you better know that percent means per 100. Like century has 100 years and century in cricket has 100 runs. So cent means 100. Percent means we are making a comparison of anything out of 100. So let's understand what percent means and this brochure so that we can mutually benefit with coronavirus and this mathematical concept. In this brochure, it is guided that if nobody wears mask, so there is high risk of 90%. 90% means 90 persons can be infected out of every 100 persons. So if you divide the population in groups of hundreds, so 90 out of every 100 groups will be infected. So this which what 90% means. Similarly, if one person who is not infected wears mask, so there is a chances of 30%. That means 30 out of every 100 persons will be infected. Similarly, if the person who is unfortunately infected from the virus wears mask, so there is only 5% chances. That means 5 out of every 100 persons. Similarly, if everybody wears mask, so there is only 1.5% chances out of that means 1.5 persons out of 100 persons. Just to understand this, we cannot find half of the person, like 1.5 means one full person and one half person. That is not possible. So just to understand this, we can write it as 3 out of 200 persons, because percent always talk about hundreds, so that's why it is showing 1.5. You can interpret this as 3 out of 200 persons to understand this. So and if you keep the distance of 6 feet, so here it is written there is no risk of spread of coronavirus. So please follow this guideline. And now we are going to depth into percentage more in this video. You have seen the percentage sign in your exams because for text comparison it is very useful. Let's understand how. There were two siblings, Ali and Sarah. Ali got 8 marks and Sarah got 9 marks. Whose performance was better according to you? If I ask you whose was better, well, you must be thinking that the Sarah was better because Sarah got more marks than Ali. But that is not right. Let me share you why. Because the test which was conducted by Ali was of 10 marks and Ali got 8 marks out of 10 marks, but the Sarah got 9 marks out of 20 marks. So now the things are confusing. When we compare the marks, we have to look after what is the total. To solve this problem, we can just find there the percentage of the marks, so we can easily compare who has better performed. Okay, to find percent we have to write a fraction, like the total is written in the denominator and the part or the obtained marks are written in the numerator. So now we have fraction, but in this fraction we have 10 in the denominator. That means we have found 8 out of 10. To find the percent, we have to convert this fraction to out of 100, because percent means out of 100. So what number should we multiply with 10 to get 100? Well, we have to simply multiply 10 with this 10, because 10 times 10 equals 100. So we have to multiply the same number with the numerator. So 8 times 10 equals 80. Now we have converted this fraction out of hundreds. So now 80 is 80%, because 80 is out of 100. So we just convert the fractions to get 100 in the denominator, and we have got the percentage, right? Now let's do the same thing with the marks of the Sarah. So first we are writing the fraction 9 divided by 20. Now we have to convert this to out of 100. So what number should we multiply with 20 to get 100? It's simply 5. If we multiply 5 and 20, we get 100. So we have to multiply the same number with the numerator. So 9 times 5 equals 45. So that means Sarah got 45% marks because 45 is out of 100. So now after finding the percent, you can easily compare the performances of Ali and Sarah easily, right? So that's why in your exam you normally see percentage rather the marks. Okay, so you can easily pick it out that the Ali has performed far better than Sarah because Ali got 80% marks. So this is how percent helps us. Now from this example, I am going to generalize a formula which we can use to find percent or part or total. So taking this equation, which is just writing the variables instead of these numbers so that we can use that formula in future. 8 was the obtained marks like a part of total marks, so we are writing this as part, and 10 was the total marks, so it is total. So we have written a fraction part divided by total, and when we converted this total to 100, what we get here is percent. So we are writing percent here. So now here we have got a general formula which we can use to solve any sort of percent problem, as we will see in the last of this video. So just keep this in your mind, and we are going to use this formula in various questions in this video. So before I start using this formula, let's see another example of percent in our daily lives. You must have heard about 11/11 deal of Daraz. Like Daraz was offering different discounts on its products on 11 November. And you can see in the brochure they have mentioned 50%. So normally discounts are offered using the percent sign. Okay, so there is a lot more application. You must have bought many things using this deal, and you normally avail this offer. Let's see what I did. I liked this shirt which I wanted to buy, and it was written the price of the shirt was 450, and it was written that there is 30% off if I buy this in the sale, so I can save something. So here is a $1 million question, and what is, how much can we save if we buy this shirt in the sale? So let's calculate this together. Here it is mentioned that we are going to save 30% of the price. Just to understand what percentage is, I am just breaking this amount, which is 450, in hundreds. If you break 450, so you will get 4 hundreds and 150. Now there is a discount of 30%. 30% means 30 out of every 100 rupees. So we have got 30 rupees from each of 100 rupees like this, and we left with this 50. So we cannot get 30 out of it because it is not complete 100. So it is half of 100. So definitely we will get half discount, which means we will get 15 from this. Just to make you understand what percentage is, I am doing this the way I am doing. So I have got 30 rupees from each of 100 and 15 rupees because of 50, which is half of 100. Now to find the total discount I can get, I have to simply find the sum of these numbers. So what is the sum of these numbers? You can simply sum this and you have got the final answer, which is 135. So that means we can save rupees 135 if we buy this shirt in the sale. So it is very simple. But we do not normally solve percent problem the way I have just solved, because I just want to give you an idea what percent is, and percent is out of 100. So I just break the amount in hundreds and find 30 out of each hundreds. What we normally do, we normally solve the problems using the equation we just generalize, part divided by total and percent divided by 100. So now I am going to use the same equation and solve this problem. Okay, now let's put in the values. Okay, starting with part means the discounted amount, what out of total I am going to save. So this is what I need to find. So I have just write part as it is because I do not know its value and I am supposed to find this. Now coming to the denominator, which is total, and total price was known, which is to 450. Now next unknown is percent, and percent is also known to be 30. So I have just put in the value of percent and total, which was known, and now in this equation I have only one unknown, which is part. So in algebra you have learned this. If we have an equation with one unknown, so we can easily find its value by separating it on one side of the equation. Here we need to find part, and with part we have 450 on this side, so we have to move 450 to the other side, and 450 is being divided here, or dividing the total here. So when we switch this to the other side, so it will be multiplying like this. So when we move 450 to other side, so we have got part which is separated on one side of equation, and now we can solve this equation to find the value of part. So you can simplify this. There are simple multiplication. You can do this yourself, but just to make this number simpler, if you have zeros in numerator and denominator, so you can just cancel them out. Like these zeros can be cancelled out with each other, and these zeros can also be cancelled out with each other. Now you just left with 3. You just left with 3 here and 45 here. So you can multiply 3 and 45. So you will get the final answer, which is 135. Whoa, you can see that we have got the same result that we got earlier, 135. We are going to save 135 if we bought the shirt after the discount of 30%. So this is the logical way to find percent, and this is a systematic way that is more systematic, and you can deal numbers easily. So now in the other in the more video, we are going to solve this. In the next video you will see some examples how we can use this formula and find various problem and solve various problem or percent. Thank you so much for watching this video.